Good afternoon, everybody. I have a question. I'm just wondering, is there something wrong with this neighborhood? I have already shared oddly worded, authoritarian-sounding Catalina Foothills Association spring newsletter, wherein the HOA president demanded that the public cease to consume YouTube and social media content that relates to the tragic abduction that took place in their neighborhood. That was such an overreach that it warranted inclusion, and this is ongoing review of the case. Now, here we are, not even a month later, and there has been yet a series of overreaches that can be attributed to Nancy Guthrie's direct community and the local sheriff's department. First, the neighbors filled the public road shoulders from which the live streamers were filming with rocks, cacti, and feces. Yep, that's again the word I use, feces, or another word, poop. There's another word, but I won't use it. I'm hoping it's dog poop, but does Sue Ellen, the neighbor taking credit for throwing bagged crap along the roadside, even have a dog? What did she get all of this out of the construction site? Porta potty? God only knows. The next memorial was targeted and within the week fully removed. This seems to be the work of the unneighborly neighbors, but according to the de facto organizer, it was the family that requested the memorial be cleaned up. I have some information on that too. Now, 2 streamers have been arrested for their work on Nancy Street. They were not men jumping cones or doing calisthenics in the roadway. They were not obstructing traffic. They were not using bullhorns. They were not guys playing loud music late at night. Neither of these men wore a ski mask, nor did they posture themselves like a criminal in front of Nancy's house. And yet, these were the 2 men arrested. The live streamers that were arrested were not white men. In this neighborhood, that's bigoted to me. It is possible that Nancy had a tenant or a caregiver that was also a minority. Maybe the neighbors just don't seem to like people that aren't paper white. Nancy was exceedingly liberal. Maybe the neighbors just didn't like that either. Maybe they're glad she's gone, because they sure don't seem to be showing any respect for her or her memorial. What the heck, seriously, I have to say again, what the heck is wrong with the Catalina Foothills? Is it possible that this unwelcoming, unkind, uncomfortable community holds the key to this crime? Did Nancy have friends in her neighborhood? Or has the street always been just an antagonistic as it is now? Is that the community she lived in? Why don't they want eyes on the crime scene? What are they so afraid of? It's like the whole frigging area of Catalina Foothills won't talk. They're afraid to say anything to anybody. Do they have blinders on? Do they not see the control and power that apparently the sheriff has over that community? Anyway, that's just me spouting off. Do you believe that the family asked for the memorial to be dismantled? And if so, why would you think they would want that? Was it pressure from the neighborhood or an attempt to quiet the speculation? I really don't see the harm in fake flowers and a few signs to memorialize a tragedy, and I don't understand the reaction of these nasty, nasty neighbors. In this suspect-less, I will repeat that, in this suspect-less void, why are the neighbors drawing all of this negative attention to themselves and their neighborhood? They don't want the media, but they sure as hell like to draw attention to it. And I find it really interesting that the YouTubers that are arrested for being in the neighborhood, not causing any problems, were not welcomed there by Catalina Foothills members. But when the local TV stations reported all of this, which they did very quickly, where did they go to report it? Not out front of their studio, not on some side street somewhere. They went directly in front of Nancy Guthrie's home. So imagine that. The local news media, they can do what the hell they want in front of the Guthrie home, but God forbid that it's one of the good guys out there that's simply trying to keep Nancy's name alive and out into the world. YouTubers, live streamers, not local frigging media that's standing right in front of her house. Talk about calling the kettle black. That's it for me.